the insurance industry is one of the carve-out from the higher tax rate. So we expected to see that industry to hold steady and to attract new business in there, which we are already seeing. In terms of the other areas, we've seen some of the smaller companies that don't have to pay the 15%. They have options and they have looked to go to some of our other competitor jurisdictions that are still a lower tax rate because they have not shifted yet. So we have seen that happen. Some companies that have left BIBA, not a lot, a handful, but we still have seen that movement. There have been some indicators that a couple more will leave by the end of the year. January 2025 is when the rest of the countries that are signatory to this agreement are really supposed to implement the higher tax rate. So while we might have seen some movement this year because we were one of the first movers to implement the higher tax rate, what we're going to see next year is when the majority of the countries have to implement, then we would get a better gauge of whether we will still see movement, because then everybody is around that 15% rate. Then Barbados might be more attractive for some companies. It's probably a better gauge next year to look at the impact of the tax change.